Everyone's trying to go green these days, but does it ever seem like the more eco-friendly you try to become, the more the green message seems confusing and frustrating? How about those light bulbs? Maybe you've tried giving up your bright, cheery, incandescent bulbs to save energy, only to find out later that the gloomy, compact fluorescents you put in instead contain mercury. Maybe you've given up the ease and convenience of disposable diapers to free up space in landfills, only to be nagged about the huge quantities of energy and water used in washing out those nasty cloth diapers. Even voicing support for renewable energy doesn't seem to be green enough anymore. Angry environmentalists are protesting wind farms and solar power plants, complaining that they're being developed on pristine lands. Why is it that no matter what sacrifices you make to try to reduce your environmental footprint, it never seems to be enough? Well, consider why it is that you have an environmental footprint in the first place. Everything we do to sustain our lives has an impact on nature. Every value we create to advance our well-being, every ounce of food we grow, every structure we build, every iPhone we manufacture, is produced by extracting raw materials and reshaping them to serve our needs. Every good thing in our lives comes from altering nature for our own benefit. In terms of human life and happiness, a big environmental footprint is a great thing. This is why people in India and China are doing everything they can to increase their footprint, to build more cars and more computers, better roads, new factories, power plants, and hospitals. But environmentalists don't agree that this is a good thing. Green philosophy sees nature as something to be left alone, to be preserved untouched by human activity. On this view, your footprint is a measure of your guilt. It's a measure of how much you disturb nature, where disturbing nature is seen as some kind of evil sin requiring atonement. It's just like the Christian concept of original sin, which claims that human beings are stained with evil simply for having been born. In the same way, the green concept of an environmental footprint says that you should feel guilty just because you exist. So it shouldn't be any surprise that nothing you do to try to lighten your footprint will ever be good enough. So long as you are still pursuing life-sustaining activities, whatever you do to reduce your impact on nature in one respect, say switch to cloth diapers, will simply lead to other impacts in other respects, energy and water use. It's like some kind of perverse game of green whack-a-mole. No matter how much you reduce your footprint, you'll still be attacked and condemned by angry Greens outraged at whatever footprint remains. So long as you're still alive, no amount of green penance can fully erase your guilt. The only way to really leave no footprint would be to die. And that conclusion is not lost on many green ideologues. Have you seen the best-selling book, The World Without Us? It fantasizes about how the earth would recover if all humanity suddenly became extinct. Or consider this chilling anti-human statement from an article talking about cloth versus disposable diapers. It says, from the earth's point of view, it's not all that important which kind of diapers you use. The important decision was having the baby. Remember that next time you trustingly adopt a green solution like fluorescent lights, cloth diapers, or wind farms, and then find yourself puzzled because you're still made to feel guilty and asked to sacrifice even more. Remember what counts as a final solution for these ideologues. The only rational response to green philosophy is to challenge it at its core. We need to recognize that it's the essence of human survival to reshape nature for our own benefit. That's not a sin. That's our highest virtue. Don't be fooled by people wailing that industrial civilization is unsustainable. That claim goes back at least as far as the 18th century, but the facts just don't bear it out. Since the Industrial Revolution, population and life expectancy have steadily grown, and the quality of life along with it. It's time we recognize that environmentalism is a philosophy of guilt and sacrifice. We should reject it in favor of a philosophy that actually values human life.